So I'm excited for this one. Don't blink, might be over real quick. They got some serious power in those hands.
But we know with these kind of light heavyweights, they can explode. That's what Mbembe is looking to do.
Boy, both these guys are lightning quick.
Graham Cartmel and Ashley Calvert talking about bringing some more international talent in to face JC Lamprecht. Excited to see what new international blood they're going to be in. Meantime, Jeremie Tshibala tries the right high roundhouse and slips as he does so.
Looking to posture up here. If he can posture up and start raining down shots, it can end the fight very quickly. And here we go. Out of the clinch, some dirty boxing here, and he's hit that jaw a few times. Look at the mouthpiece, the mouth guard of Tshibala just kind of hanging out of his mouth, the Steph Curry style. I don't recommend that for fighting. You probably should just keep that in your mouth altogether. You don't want to just have that half out of your mouth. So here we go, folks. We get a reset here by Ferdy Bassan, and back to the clinch we go as these two behemoths clinch up against the fence with 30 seconds left in the round. We may actually get into that next round, Simon.
The commentator's curse, but that's really quite all right. I mean, good round for Mbembe. Tshibala did well to get back up to his feet. No real damage caused despite them swinging away. Very cagey opening 3 minutes, really. There's nothing much happening. And there was a flurry, the slip more than anything else from Tshibala. Mbembe on top with some nice control. Decent clinch work at the end. And we might see a little bit more of an exciting second round.
Yeah, indeed. I'm looking forward to this one. I think there's going to be some adjustments made, and we are going to see.
Well, if you're going to get,
wait for that real big punch to get through by either man.
Yeah, and if that big punch comes through from Siyaku Dumiso and your mouth is wide open with a gum guard that's not working, nothing landing there. Mbembe looks with a right of his own, followed up by a leaping left hook as Tshibala looks up to the clock as he backtracks.
And both fighters with their hands so incredibly low. I mean, there's just not any sort of defense being put up at all. If one of these guys can land one of these big bolo looping punches, that could be the entire fight. I mean, that could be it. And look at that. That was a traditional punch and then went into like a back fist type thing. They're kind of using everything at this point. It's entertaining. That was a shoulder block by Mbembe. And this isn't going to be a pretty fight, but it's something.
Yeah, it was
a fight.
There was a good linebacker move there from Mbembe. Now he's going on the inside knees. Don't know if Mbembe is complaining about a low blow. Those knees are completely. Ferdy Bassan is telling Jeremie that 100%. They're all completely legal. He's talking to Jeremie Tshibala, who's complaining about those knees. And Ferdy Bassan saying he's completely happy with him and he's got to carry on. The knees continue. Now he's really complaining about Jeremie Tshibala about the low blow. And we have been here before with Jeremie, unfortunately.
Okay, so we're going to have to watch that closely. And it just seemed like, and no disrespect, but it seemed like Tshibala was ready to, waiting for that low blow to come through. And like you said, Ferdy Bassan, let's take a look. And rears back. It's wide open. Ooh, yeah, that's it.
That looks on the money.
I think that hits.
Yeah, that looks on the money to me. Can't complain about that. Graham Cartmel is over at the governing body's corner. And I think the message from the EFC is we don't want a repeat of the Kulikani Hlongwa fight, which ended in a no contest due to an accidental kick to the groin. Again, that was in the second round. But that seemed a legitimately low blow. Meanwhile, Mbembe is shouting at Tshibala to get up to his feet and start fighting. Siyaku Dumiso,
it's
starting to scream at him.
Those knees to the inside thigh, those knees, it's almost like the risk isn't worth the reward. You know what I mean? Like what he was going for there, which really was just kind of knee in the inside and the outside of the thigh. It does do a little bit of damage, but the chance that you do hit a low blow is so high.
You can see it. You can see in that shot. Sorry to cut you off there.
Go ahead.
You can see in that wide shot, Jeremie Tshibala is in the corner of Siyaku Dumiso, and you can see the Dominator's Den team shouting at him to fight, that he must get back up and continue. And it's Siyaku Dumiso's corner. There you go. Thank you, Director. Really on the ball here tonight in the VT truck outside here of the Performance Institute, showing us just the shots we need to see. Just telling Jeremie Tshibala he must get up and fight, and then it wasn't too serious. And it's over.
On, man.
What a shame.
Come on. All right. I try not to let my, you know, let my feelings get in here, but at the same time, it just.
What? Tell it how it is, Cyrus. Please.
I don't know. I'm gonna let it ride, Simon, because it's really frustrating. And the last thing you want is to have a reputation for being that guy. And it just seems like this early in the fight, he didn't even try to walk it off. He didn't try to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, he was just convinced he was done. From the moment that low blow hit, it just seemed like he was finished. And the reality is we see a lot of fighters that do take a low blow that are able to continue. And unless, you know, we've heard about this before, you know, one of his guys like exploded or something, which I don't think happened. I think he could probably continue. But who am I to say? I didn't take the shot. So it's hard to make that call.
Look, I think the previous blows, the knees, were all legit. The one that we saw on the replay, to be fair, and give me a moment here. The blow that we saw landed twice on the replay from different angles looked like it was on the money. Whether that's, you know, he's able to continue or not, the issue is, Cyrus, is that Jeremie's got a previous record of not walking it off, of not coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
And taking a no contest or looking for a win by some would say, not me, nefarious behavior to accidental low blows when he might have been able to continue. That being said, that may not be the case here, where that, for me, looks like a legitimate low blow. Whether he's able to walk off or not is not for me to say. If I took that, you wouldn't see me for a month. But for some fighters, I've seen them take a lot of worse blows than that. So I'm saying that I'm happy to stay on the fence, but I can understand the frustration of you legitimately, as well as the fans here at the Performance Institute who are booing him and are berating him because he's got a previous record perhaps in these issues, if that makes sense.
Referee Ferdi Basson has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes and 38 seconds of the first round, declaring this bout a no contest.
That he didn't get awarded maybe a DQ win. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation. You know, it's too bad because Tshibala is such a fun fighter, and the last thing you want is to get this continuing reputation that you don't want to finish a fight. You know, that if something happens like one of these low blows that was definitely not intended, when that happens, that you're not going to continue. And it's going to keep you from having a high place on the card. You're going to get lower and lower on the card, and you're not going to be relied upon. And that's just the reality of the situation any way you look at it. Frustrating for Dumiso. I mean, he's going to have to learn, like I said, is the risk worth the reward? Who knows?